Alright guys, welcome back to this FIFA 18 career mode save with Liverpool and welcome to the start of Season 2. So as you can see, pre-season tournament invites, always accept the invites and always go for the one with the most pennies that you can win. Well, we've got a couple of messages, which is just talking about obviously the cup that we've just entered, and there is the news that Zlatan Ibrahimovic, his transfer has been completed. He's arrived as a free player, costing us a lot, only here for 1 year, but Zlatan has arrived. Liverpool, you are welcome. Squad news then. Looking at the squad, we've had players that have come back, players that I have already put on the transfer list because they are not going to get games. Ward has been transfer listed. Flanagan's been transfer listed. He's only got 12 months on his contract, so we need to get rid of him fairly quick sharp. Who else has gone on the transfer list? Lovren has been transfer listed, just because I have decided that with Mawson coming in, we can afford to get rid of Lovren, and Mawson will start partnering Matip at the back. Markovic is transfer listed, 12 months on his deal as well, so we'll try and trade him away to someone. We always want wingers or wing backs, as we know. Grujic, I would assume. Grujic, either way, transfer listed, never going to play. Even though 22-year-old, 74 overall rated, not a bad player, but not going to get game time, so he can wave goodbye to his Liverpool shirt. Ojo has come back from loan, same again, 21 and 72 rated, but he is never going to get Salah out of this team, so wave goodbye to him too. Correa we transfer listed anyway, I thought we had. There we go. Correa is now on the transfer list. I'll try and trade him away if I can. Solanke is also transfer listed, and there we go. Big Zlatan, 85 rated. That should give me more options up front. So the big questions are, of all the players that we have on the transfer hub, who should we try and go for? De Ligt, I'm not sure we really need him. I will leave him there for now. Kondogbia we could do with, and he's not going to cost the world. I really want to go in for De Bruyne, but I don't think we can afford him. I think we've got about 80 something million, and we have not got enough in the wage budget because he's already on 350 grand a week at City, and we have about 250 to spend. Maybe Draxler is the best shout to try and bring in for that cam position. I think I'm going to try and buy Julian Draxler. Now, I am going to see if I can get rid of any of the players. Only if I can get rid of Angel Correa is probably the most tempting out of all the players that I have transfer listed. We'll see if they fancy Correa and some cash for Draxler. They want a lot of money on top of Correa. It would get rid of Correa, but I am not prepared to give them that much money. Let's see how they feel about Correa and 37 million. Nope, they're not budging. I want Draxler. I really do, because I think he'd be great as a cam, but I am not giving him that much money. 45, and that is as much as I am willing to pay on top of Correa up front. No, right, that's it. I'm not being bullied into spending stupid money. If they want that much money, then they're going to have to look elsewhere. Looks like Draxler is no longer an option then. Do we go for Kondogbia to try and shore up midfield next, or should we go in for Kai Havertz as a cam? 78 rated. He has a release clause, which I would be prepared to pay. Do we have a laugh and try and bring in De Bruyne? Let's see how much City are going to want. It's probably way more than I can afford, but we'll have a look. Same as last time, I'm going to try and get rid of Angel Correa. They want a midfielder. Let's see if they're interested in Grujic. Big surprise, they have no interest in Grujic. Let's offer them Chan and see how much cash they want on top. Yep, that's a lot of money. There is no way Kevin De Bruyne will be coming to Liverpool. I think I'm going to try and bring in Kai Havertz. Now, obviously, he's got a release clause of 24.4 million anyway, but I want to try and get him for a little bit cheaper than that. So we'll try and bring him in, but we will begin negotiations with the club. Now I will see if I can get rid of any of the players that I don't want. So we have got wing backs that are on the transfer list. Let's see if we can get rid of Joe Flanagan. They want a right winger. We could offer them Markovic or possibly Ojo. There we go, Lazar Markovic. They want a lot of money considering he has a £24 million release clause, but I think we can get that down a bit. So if we counter that and say maybe 14 million, they seem happy to accept that, which means that we can negotiate for Kai Havertz. Before we do any player negotiating though, I will also think about who else I want to try and sign. Kondogbia and Doucouré are both the same age, they're similar rating, both on the same money a week. There's also Weigl as a possible option, who's younger and better, or more highly rated, should I say. And now I have said Kondogbia has been one of my main targets, pretty much since halfway through the, well, just after the January window. In fact, not earlier than that, I was saying that I fancied Kondogbia, I just couldn't sign him because he were on loan. Weigl is younger, he has a release clause that's not too unacceptable. We could possibly go for Weigl and offer them Correa. I think I'll try that. Player swap, strikers, Angel Correa. Are Dortmund interested? They want a right back. We do have a right back that we don't want, by the name of John Flanagan. Oh, they want more than his release clause. I think you are having a laugh, Mr. Representative of Borussia Dortmund. We will give you 30 million. Well, 35. Is that about his release clause? If we can make this 32, then they've got a deal, and it gets the Flanagan off the books as well. 34.9. Right, final offer. If not, I will just go back when I can and buy him. 33 million. No, I'm literally going to end the negotiations for the sake of 600 grand. It's a shame, but I'll just go back in for him when I can and just pay his release clause. Yeah, we'll go for Kondogbia, and I'm going to try and offer them Correa, who is worth more, but I'm happy to take that loss. There we go, Angel Correa. Straight swap for Kondogbia maybe? They want a right back. Alright, so do they want Mr. Flanagan? Somebody must want him. They want 21 million plus Joe Flanagan. Not prepared to give 21 million, but I'm not going to haggle too much. 18.5 plus Flanagan. 18.8, we are sell-on clause. Don't do sell-on clauses, but I will offer you 18.8 million. There we go. 18.8 million plus Joe Flanagan will bring Jeffrey Kondogbia to Anfield. Now, with both midfield option deals sort of done, we can now negotiate with the players. So let's start by negotiating with Kai Havertz. He only wants rotation, which is fine because that's what he's going to be getting, along with Max Meyer. So we'll accept that. We obviously want him long term. Yep. Happy to have a nice long contract. We don't want none of them release clauses in there because they just cause problems, which they seem happy with. Okay. He's on 25 grand and he wants 46.5. I'm happy to pay him that. Let's see if we can get rid of that appearance bonus and just offer him everything else he wants. Will that be enough? No, he wants 48. You know what? I'm happy with that. Kai Havertz, welcome to Liverpool. And now, can we do the same with Jeffrey Kondogbia? He wants an important role. I was hoping that he'd be happy with rotation, so we'll try rotation. No, he wants important. I suppose playing every other game is relatively important. Yeah, why not? What's worst that can happen? Worst that can happen is he's going to get pissed off that he's not playing enough. So, 4 years. It'll take him to 29. Yep, happy with 4 years. Don't want a release clause, neither does he. That's good. However, he's not having that. So we'll get rid of that appearance bonus. We'll offer him 85 grand a week. How's that suit you? 95. Ugh. Right. How about meet me halfway? 90 grand. How's that sound? Sticking with 95. I do want him. He has been a long-term target. Alright. Bite the bullet. Pay him what he wants. Welcome to Liverpool, Jeffrey Kondogbia. First episode of Season 1 then, especially this pre-season tournament is concerned. And as you can see, it's a kind of patchwork team because it's the World Cup and a lot of my players are on World Cup duty. So, Ibrahimovic gets his first start in a Liverpool shirt with Maya playing in the cam role behind him. Havertz obviously on international duty, so won't get a debut in this game. Kondogbia does get a debut though, with Cook at the side of him in the centre. Mane and Kluivert as my two wingers, with Gomez and Tierney at the fullback positions. Alfie Mawson and Johnny Evans start at centre-back, and Kasper Schmeichel is in the net. Now this is going to be interesting because I have never used Zlatan Ibrahimovic in FIFA before, ever. Yeah, oh, great turn by Ibra. And Mane puts us in the lead. That is a great start, even if it's not the first team strength Atletico Madrid. Well done, Mane. Mane and Zlatan linking up well together. I'd like to see that. Maya turns. Can he find Zlatan? He can. Can Zlatan score? Just wide. Feeds Maya through. What can Maya do? Maya turns. Kondogbia rocket from outside the area, but that is high and wide. Can he cut inside? Looks for... Oh, we've given away a penalty. That's just great. Oh, Justin. Expect better from your son. Alright, which way you go in this one, lad? Oh, great save by Schmeichel. And we are still 1-0 up. We are nearly at half-time. Mawson standing strong. Maya run off the ball by Silva to Sergi. And that brings it to half-time. We will go in 1-0 up at the break. We have made some changes at half-time then. I don't know if you remember the young Brazilian youth player that I have, Jesus. He comes on at half-time for Kluivert. Max Meyer has gone off for Ben Woodburn, and Emre Can comes on for Lewis Cook. Pedro Jesus, I think, is the name of the player. The youngster that I'm playing. His first start in quite some time. I think he played in one of the early Carabao Cup games. And that was about it. Send this in the box. There's nobody there. We can't get a header on it. We give him far too much space. Schmeichel kept it out, but Tanner's there to the rebound, and Atletico are back in this 1-1. Well, we did well getting through first half. Maybe making them changes weren't the smartest of moves, but it is pre-season and I want to try and use as many of my players as I can. What can Tierney do? Can he whip this in? We can have a go, but there's no Zlatan on the end of it. There is a Jesus though. He's got some space. Can he feed Zlatan through? He can. Zlatan out wide. Turns. Zlatan brings it back in. Oh, pass from Woodburn. Just loose. Back to Koke, to Gamero. Mane with him. Well done, Johnny Evans. And there we go. Or maybe not. Oh, well done, Kasper Schmeichel. Woodburn hacked down. A few more substitutions then. Angel Correa is coming on in place of Kondogbia. Woodburn dropping into centre of midfield. Alfie Mawson comes off for Dejan Lovren. And Trent Alexander-Arnold is coming on in the place of Gomez. Correa wins the ball back, then loses it again. Wins it again. Offside for Zlatan, I think. Oh no. I am desperate for Zlatan to score. Just because I love the idea of Zlatan just being able to tell Liverpool that they're welcome. Saul has come on, or Saul has come on. He's another player that I have been talking about with Kyle at work, who I've discussed my options with as far as transfers are concerned. Zlatan offside again. I've made pretty much all my substitutions other than taking Kasper Schmeichel off at this point, so there'll be no more substitution breaks for Liverpool. And there we go. Referee brings this one to a close. 1-1 is the way it finishes. And considering that I've got a fairly patchwork team, I'm not too concerned with that. We've had a loan offer for Christopher Ayer for a 1-year deal. Unfortunately, I want to keep him around, so he will not be going to Leeds. And with that said, guys, I think we will leave that there for the time being. So that's the end of today's episode. Only one game, like I said, but with all the transfer dealings that we've done as well, I figured that I'll take it a bit slow. If you want to tell me in comments or in person, if you're someone that I talk to about this in person anyway, whether I should be playing these games or simming them, then that would be appreciated, and I will just do basically what the consensus says. Other than that, it's nice to get Season 2 underway, and hopefully this time we can truly kick on, make some improvements to the team, and hopefully this time challenge for the Premier League title. For now though, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, then make sure you twat that thumbs up button, and if you want to see how this season goes on, then make sure you twat that subscribe button. Other than that, as usual, I'll see you in the next episode.